I basically
go where I want and I do what I want. My belt match the kicks, don't you go bonner.
T to the G, man. Who you think it gonna be? And we back with another Tommy G reaction. This one's gonna take us to Florida, so I had to do it. But this is not our typical video we usually watch, or that Tommy G even does. So I'll just get straight to the title. Miami's World of BBLs. So before we get in this video, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And if you're one of my day ones, you already know what to do. Hit that like button and drop a comment below. Now, without wasting any time, let's get into it. I basically do what the Face app does, but, you know, for the nice. Yeah.
That's what we call a skinny BBL. How does it impact your life now that you're walking, moving back to normal?
I mean, I'm happier than ever. I love it. Now I'm like pulling NFL players. So,
All right, my guy.
So is this whole fad of BBLs and everything like that just for women to make themselves feel better, or for them to attract a higher earning or higher, I don't know, higher male than they're used to getting? I don't know. Let me know in the comments, because I actually I don't understand the whole point of it, but let's figure it out.
Oh, are you ready?
Ready?
I gotta do my place. I'd say this is the light BBL.
my butt got too big. It just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Is it insane to say that you know people that have died from BBL surgery?
It's been normalized, but for most people, that's insane.
Tennessee mother.
Wait. People are dying from this? People are dying just to have a bigger butt. Like, that's crazy.
Who lost her life after undergoing a popular plastic surgery procedure in Miami is suing the surgical center and the doctor who performed the operation.
It smelled like death. I'm not kidding. It smelled rotten.
How you know what death smell like? But is she talking about her butt smell like that?
The people there were so rude. It was a meat market. They were just in and out, in and out.
It's gut-wrenching. This is a young woman who came down here, like a lot of people. She just wanted to change the way she looked. Unfortunately, she's never going to see her children again.
Wow.
The Brazilian butt lift, or the BBL, is the hottest trend in plastic surgery today. It's where women undergo liposuction on their thighs, hips, and stomach, only to have the same fat injected into their butt. The goal? To create a fuller, juicier, and rounder buttocks. But here's what most people don't know. There are people that actually die from BBLs. And according to MedPage Today, the BBL is labeled as the most dangerous aesthetic procedure ever performed. It's estimated that the...
Yo, I didn't know that. See, this is why we rock with Tommy G, because he doesn't come in from a whole gimmicky perspective. He comes from a real documented perspective, like real information intensive, like kind of like the Trap Lord Rosses and things like that.
The death rate may be as high as 1 in 2,400 surgeries. And the reality is, some people go into a surgery to get a nicer ass, and they end up not living to tell the tale. Now, while some clinics are run by world-class surgeons, others, they're being called human butcher shops, where the smell of death supposedly lingers in the air.
So, I'm not going to stop too much during this one, but my question is, red flag warning. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you walk into a hospital to get some cosmetic surgery, and it smells like death in there, why are you continuing to go through with the surgery? Like, that's my question. But all right, let's go.
There are places, yes, right here in the United States, where clinics aren't even owned by licensed doctors, and where unqualified staff might mistakenly liposuction your intestines or inject your fat into major veins, causing instant respiratory failure. And the epicenter of this deadly trend is Miami, Florida, ground zero for countless botched surgeries and life-changing tragedies. So we head to Miami to speak with surgeons, injection clinics, models, and lawyers to get to the bottom of this story. Let's dive in.
Quick announcement, the new shirt is flying off the shelves.
Quick announcement, my new shirt and merch will be coming soon, and it's not going to be available to just the members, you know what I'm saying? But shout out Tommy G. I'm going to buy, I'm actually going to buy the Rest in Peace mainstream media, because that just really appeals to me. But yeah, we're not going to look at that part, though. Sorry, big dog.
Yeah, lo que quiero es gozar el dinero y nada más. Transitorio, solo un caballero. Yeah, yo no vengo a ronquear, solo vengo pa contar pa Miami con un par.
We head next to Bella Vita Aesthetics and meet with owner Eni Silviera, an entrepreneur who has invented an injection technique that is much safer than the BBL. It's here.
Bella Vide. Does that mean like live beautiful? In like Italian type thing?
We get to see your methods in action. We speak to patients who have suffered through
Is that somebody who got one or is getting one? Because that person doesn't look like they need one.
BBL. It's here. We get to see.
Like, are you getting one? Because let me know in the comments if you think that person needs one. Like, that's crazy.
Your methods in action. We speak to patients who have suffered through botched jobs from a surgery gone wrong. And finally, we assemble a team of 6 models to test for ourselves whether we can tell the difference between a natural and BBL booty.
So my name is Ione Silvera. I'm a family nurse practitioner. And here in Miami, Florida, I'm known as the Booty Queen. Imagine walking to the beach and you just see like this beautiful round booty, right? You have hearts in your eyes. So basically the Bella Vita Instant BBL is giving you that nice, round, juicy, athletic looking tush.
And what got you into the world of booties?
I'm Brazilian, number one, so we're known for butts. Number two, I'm in Miami, so I constantly am in a bikini. I kind of started becoming like a mad scientist here at the office and just like mixing stuff, trying it out on my friends. And then finally I got...
I'm sorry, did anything she just said right there sound legal? I just started what?
I kind of started becoming like a mad scientist here at the office and just like mixing stuff, trying it out on my friends. And then finally I got to the perfect cocktail. And so I trademarked the name, I patented the technique, and they send me all over the world to train different clinics, different providers on how to make the perfect glue.
Tell me about the dark side of the BBL.
Nah. I'm sorry. I need a little bit more than that. Like, you can't, nah. Nah, women, y'all tripping. Nah, y'all going to her? Y'all going to her. She said, yeah, man, I just became a mad scientist and I was just mixing some concoctions, some tinctures together. Then I found the right formula. And now I go around the world and teach it to other people. Wait, what? Nah, let me know in the comments if any of that sounds normal or that should be normalized. Or that's a regular thing, because y'all women out here risking it all for what? Because this is crazy.
BBL world.
I can't imagine a man going to a doctor who was like, yo, I just mix some tinctures together, man, you know what I mean? And then, you know, just, no, this doesn't make no sense, man.
Tennessee mother who lost her life after undergoing a popular plastic surgery procedure in Miami.
33-year-old Erica Russell, a mother of 5, left her home in Tennessee in 2021 to travel to Miami for a Brazilian butt lift, or BBL, a plastic surgery procedure that has one of the highest mortality rates.
That is still messing me up. I had no idea that people were dying from this surgery.
This is a young woman who came down here. Like a lot of people, she just wanted to change the way she looked. Unfortunately, she's never going to see her children again, and they're going to grow up without their mom. And that's a horrible, horrible thing. That this is a completely preventable death. This physician that performed surgery, it's just a total botch job. That's what it was, through and through. No one should be going under the knife with a surgeon who's been doing this all day. For over a dozen people for 14 plus hours.
I wanted to get the real stats on the question.
Oh, wow.
How dangerous are BBLs?
Yeah,
Truly,
see?
you referenced earlier that the stat is potentially as high as 1 in 2,400 surgeries result in death. For comparison, the odds of dying while motorcycle racing are about 1 in 1,000, and the odds of dying while skydiving are about 1 in 100,000. And as far as BBL deaths go, there seems to be a pattern. Like most medical accidents, bad things occur when the surgeon gets tired. And at the clinics that prioritize quantity, they overload their surgeon schedule, and the patients that die tend to be the ones that are seen at the end of the day or towards the end of the week.
Cool. So now y'all women know. Schedule y'all appointments in the AM.
Week. And typically, the cheaper the clinic.
Monday, right? Monday 9:30. Give me that's your window.
Die tend to be the ones that are seen at the end of the day or towards the end of the week. And typically, the cheaper the clinic, the more people they tend to see and the more botched jobs and deaths that occur. So when a clinic decides to prioritize quality over quantity, the operation actually tends to be decently safe.
The paperwork that she was provided lies. She was told this doctor has staff privileges at this hospital. Turns out he didn't. You look at their marketing. You look at how they're targeting different folks.
Whoa, they said 4,500? That's it? I actually have I mean, I never went down this rabbit hole. I didn't know they were actually cheap. I thought for some reason they were like 20,000 or 15,000. I thought it was something like that. I didn't know it was 4,500. Damn.
Well, turns out he didn't. You look at their marketing, you look at how they're targeting different folks and how they're portraying themselves. They present themselves as if they're the best docs on earth doing this stuff. And in reality, what you come to learn.
I'm not even gonna hold you. Was that even the same person in that picture? That can't be the same person. I know they're sucking out fat from the waist and bringing it somewhere else, but the shoulders is different. Everything different. You can't tell me that's the same person. Is that what the BBL do? They go from this to that? Because that isn't adding up. The arms, I don't know.
Folks and how they're portraying themselves. They present themselves as if they're the best docs on earth doing this stuff. I ain't
gonna hold you. Look at Buddy face down here. Look at Buddy face. Nothing about him is screaming safety to me. Look at this fool's face.
In reality, what you come to learn when you're on our side looking into this stuff, these surgical centers, they're just businesses often being run by people who have no medical background whatsoever. And what they're doing is they're contracting with different doctors. Maybe they'll bury that in some piece of paper that says this doctor doesn't actually work for us. It's all smoke and mirrors.
We're out here in front of Seduction Cosmetic Center. This is the place that Erica Russell passed away shortly after having an operation here. Now, there's a big discrepancy. Google reviews, about 4.5 stars, thousands of reviews. Looks really, really good. But on Yelp, they have mostly 1-star reviews. Alexis A said 25 days ago, surgeons nearly killed me here. I was in the ER or ICU receiving blood transfusions for 4 days. Do not go here. Do not put your life in these people's hands. Just one scroll down. The entire experience is sketchy. My girlfriend recently had a botched BBL removed and she was lied to about the price on 6 different instances. And then in the after surgery, she was not giving pain medication on the trip home. One of the stories that we're covering is the story of Erica Russell. Are you familiar with her story? She unfortunately died shortly after leaving this clinic. And so what we're looking into is also that some of these clinics, are they owned by doctors? Are they owned by these business people, and then the doctors are shuffled through? Like there's some stuff going on behind the scenes.
Is he like the owner of this center or this clinic right here? Because for him not to, if he's the owner of this clinic and not to know the name of somebody who just recently passed away from his situation, like that's wild.
Is this place owned by a doctor?
Some of them they do, some of them don't.
A non-doctor can open a surgery.
Nah, that was sketchy. That was a sketchy ass answer. He said, is this clinic owned by a doctor? He says, some of them do, some of them don't. Like, nah, fam, we asked about this one. Don't do that.
Some of them they do.
What did he say? Did he say this?
Behind the scenes. Is this place owned by a doctor?
Some of them they do, some of them don't.
A non-doctor can open a surgery center.
Yes.
What's your role within this business?
I take care of more like equipment-wise and medical stuff.
Are there any misconceptions about the BBL industry that you'd like to address?
Yeah, I need to know exactly what he does at this facility because I'm not getting a very strong sense of understanding, a very strong sense. I'm not getting anything medical professional coming off of him. No aura of medicalness.
Tell the people back home.
Any other?
I don't even know if his pH balance is right.
Procedures, you have risks. I don't know how to explain it, but it's safe.
I'm not here to paint someone in a bad corner. We'll let the statistics do the talking.
Look, I'm going to just shut up, but listen to what his answer was. That was
address and tell the people back home.
Any other procedures, you have risks. I don't know how to explain it, but it's safe.
I'm not here to paint someone in a bad corner. We'll let the statistics do the talking. I don't really know. Total, how much money?
There's no way in the world I would sign up for a procedure where the doctor or anybody on the staff says, I don't know how to explain it. No, sorry.
In a bad corner. We'll let the statistics do the talking. I don't really know. Total, how much money were you out because of this?
A little over 10,000. The people there were so rude.
This is Connie. I found her through the review her roommate left on Seduction Cosmetic Center Yelp page, and I wanted to hear the story behind the 1-star review.
Hello.
Here's what she had to say.
It was a meat market. They were just in and out, in and out. And there was a back door where, obviously they take people or supposedly take people for pre-op and surgery. You walked in and it smelled like death. I'm not kidding. It smelled rotten. I sat there for almost 3 hours that morning, and not one time did one person that was in that waiting room go through that back door. Not once.
The reason why I made this technique is because I've had 2 girlfriends pass away. It was one of my baseball wives went in for surgery and she passed away. And then I had another friend pass away. And then within like that same month, it was like 2 other influencers of just doing multiple BBLs had passed away. And I'm like, at what point in time are you going to put your life on the line for beauty? My technique is probably the safest way to inject and volumize and get correction.
And how did they die?
Sometimes you get a blood clot, pulmonary embolism. It just kind of depends. Each one of them was a clot that kind of dislodged. Again, cardiac arrest or pulmonary embolism is usually what happens.
Were the doctors ever held responsible?
This is a really dark side of medicine, and a lot of people get upset at medical professionals, but we have consent forms that will protect us from everything. If you think you can get all this beauty for $5,000, you're going to go to the butcher shops. They left it.
That's what I was saying. I was like, yo, 5,000. That don't even sound like, even in the 90s, I don't even think it was cheap like that to get your boobs done. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on now. You remember when Baywatch was out there? You think Pamela Anderson was out there with $5,000 boobs? Like, nah, she was out there. She spent a rack or two, like some real money, like 10, 20.
The towel inside of you.
That was silicone.
You have an infection, they didn't take a drain or they didn't put in a drain. So there's a lot that comes with it, but it's really nice. Their marketing says $2,000 for 360 lipo, and you only have $1,800 in your bank account. You're going to go to a place that you could afford. And there's been a lot of people that have been arrested. A lot of people have killed people. So do your research on the background of these people. They just put cement or they say vitamins. Oh,
Did you say cement?
There's been cement. And they say medical grade silicone, which nobody uses anymore unless you're an orthopedic surgeon. These are things that are going to give you bad results even later on in life.
Do you know anyone in Miami right now that has a botch job?
A couple hundred people, yeah.
Okay.
I haven't botched before by a doctor yet. It made me feel.
What did you say?
People, yeah.
Okay.
I haven't botched before by a doctor yet. It made me feel very self-conscious. I was a really big bikini model, OnlyFans model at the time, and my body was my image. I'm
sorry, did you say an OnlyFans model?
big bikini model, OnlyFans model at the time, and my body was.
I didn't know that was a thing. So let me know in the comments if that's a thing. OnlyFans model. Okay.
My image. I felt very insecure, and it kind of made me want to fix the problem as soon as possible because I did this to fix an insecurity, not to create a whole bunch of other ones. So I ended up going to do 2 more rounds of lipo after that within the same year with the same doctor because I told him, like, you better fix this for free because I'm not paying anyone else to do it. And I've lost a lot of weight since then. It's not as visible, but if I do start putting on weight, it does come back. So that's just a thing I'm going to have to deal with for the rest of my life.
Wait, if she gains weight, she has to deal with the weight being there? I don't know what she's doing. I'm confused.
Do start putting on weight, it does come back. So that's just a thing I'm going to have to deal with for the rest of my life.
What did it cost you financially to give up that year?
Definitely like 6 figures, I would say, throughout that year. I was actually put onto the show Botched.
Patricia, interesting because you went from a person very serious about golf to someone who's very serious about plastic surgery, right?
Yeah.
And
How did that happen?
Yeah, how did that work?
I mean, just being in the social media world. So I did the first one in February, and then I had the second lipo in June. I went back in October.
Another lipo?
Yes.
3 lipos in the same area in 8 months.
Yeah.
In general, you should probably wait at least a year before having revisional liposuction.
But that created more loose skin, more trauma
Wait, is that her from the other video? Okay.
to the area. So it hasn't fully healed up. A lot of these doctors don't use scopes to kind of navigate where they're putting the fat. They just kind of do it blindly. And if you put that right in one of those veins or a muscle or anything, you just done. I'm Hailey. And I'm Hannah. And we're the Raiders twins.
I'm unfamiliar. Let me know if in the comments if you've heard of them. It's crazy because they didn't brought out like 2-3 people who are like, yeah, they're famous, and I'm like, I got nothing. They could walk right past me on the street. I wouldn't notice at all. Yeah, I don't know them.
So you guys are completely natural.
Yeah.
Which is rare in Miami.
We're from Arkansas, so we're fed off cornbread and all that. I think it's the cows, the meat. I don't know.
It makes booties thick in Arkansas. And so in the modeling, the OnlyFans world, how rare is it to have a completely natural look?
It's not really rare. I think most OnlyFans girls I run into are completely natural, honestly.
So for the women getting the work done, do you think it comes more from female peer pressure or male peer pressure?
I was gonna say female pressure for sure, because most men tell you not to do it. They're like, "Oh, don't wear makeup, be natural." Most men love natural.
Thank you. She preaching now. Okay, cool. Now she over there talking to the men in my group, like, because I didn't understand any of this. I don't like my girls to wear my women wear makeup, like things like that. I mean, you can do what you want to do. You're a woman. You can do it. You do whatever you want to do. But I'm saying though, like a lot of men, generally men do like women who are more dressed down. Like, I don't know why. That's a good question. Somebody in the comments let me know why that's a thing.
Tell you not to do it. They're like, "Oh, don't wear makeup, be natural." Most men love natural and pure things.
Have you heard any nightmare experiences from people getting BBLs?
I had a friend. She had a BBL. I didn't even know it was a BBL at first, but it looked pretty good. But like when she pointed it out, it's like, I guess you could tell. But she went to, I think she went and got injections at home, like not even professionally done.
You said she went and got injections at home.
Someone came to her house and did it?
Yeah, like I felt her butt and she was like, "It felt so good." Honestly, it felt soft and it felt really nice.
Have you gotten a BBL?
I did in 2018. I was very happy. The results were supernatural.
What led up?
2008.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out if there's a difference. Can you guys let me know if there's a difference? It looks the same. But I guess that's the point of it, I guess. I don't know.
18. I was very happy. The results were supernatural.
What led up to the decision to say, I want a BBL?
Probably just like social media or something. I was working in the club, so everyone had big butts. So I wanted one too.
What changed in your life?
If we're talking like work-wise in the club, me getting my breast implants is what changed my money the most.
Like, was it a dramatic increase in earnings?
Absolutely. When I got my breast implants.
You had an experience that went bad with BBLs.
I wouldn't say it went bad. I just like my butt got too big. It just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I think my body was like.
Isn't that like what you paid for? I don't know. Like I don't get it. Like she's like, oh no, I got it's supposed to be a certain length or size, or I don't know how this works. Somebody in the comments gotta let me know. I am completely out of my depth. This is why I need some women subscribers, man, because y'all gotta come and help me on this one. I'm drowning out here.
It just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I think my body was like having a reaction to the material that was injected in my butt, and it was kind of creating scar tissue, some inflammation. I noticed some spots were starting to get like a little bit harder than other spots.
How much did each surgery cost?
For my original BBL in 2018, it was about $9,000 for the lipo and then the transfer of the fat. And then my removal surgery in 2021 was about $11,000 in Colombia because I got quoted $23,000 here from one doctor. Reconstruction surgery back in Colombia in 2022, it was about $10,000.
Do you think it's peer pressure from women or men that encourage?
Definitely both.
Do you feel like you're chasing a standard of beauty that's impossible to attain?
Yeah, I think everyone is.
Now look, me personally, I don't know what I can do about this up here. So that's all up to my parents, like, you know what I mean? But me, like, as a man, like, we just say we gonna hit the gym. Like, I've heard of the BBLs where dudes are just like, yo, doing the same thing, but nah, we gotta go to that gym, man. Don't want to be big. Men, we have a phrase called big for nothing. Like, yeah, you don't want to be buff for nothing. Like, you got to be strong. So yeah, we don't do that. Like,
I'm very confident in who I am, but I would say my biggest insecurity would be my butt right now.
Every procedure that I do is individualized.
So I am actually putting volume where she needs it. And I know that she likes like a nice shelf.
When you say a nice shelf, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm like, what's a shelf?
I have 4 different techniques, right? So it's the shelf booty, which girls like that top shelf if they're
Where you could rest a child here. Like,
correct, right? It's like that tabletop. So most girls, when they take pictures and you turn sideways, they want to make sure that they have this little shelf here. Then we do for most girls who don't have anything, she has the perfect sweetheart booty. Sweetheart is this bottom part, right?
Right.
So she doesn't need volume right there at all. What I'm going to do is just completely like round that out right there. I have basically what I call a half treatment prepared. And usually this is good enough to correct one area in your glutes, right? So I know that she wants a shelf. So what I'm going to do is just kind of volumize this upper outer shelf so we could keep it nice and round for her.
Why do I feel like I'm about to watch like a crime? I don't know. It feels so weird. I'm like, yo, don't put nothing on my channel. That's gonna mess it all up.
I have a vibrating tool that just kind of distracts them. They're laying down. They have their blankets. Everything is sterile. Then I use numbing, which is lidocaine with epi. And then I go ahead and start injecting. So,
what in God's green earth is in these syringes?
So the Radius, the product that we spoke about, the biostimulator.
And normal salines.
Let's see what you got.
Yeah.
Folks, I must let you know that there are a plethora of outtakes, great scenes, and extended cuts from this episode.
Let me guess, on the Patreon. All right, though, y'all, man. Holla at us Patreon if you want to see all that other stuff. Let me know if I should get a Patreon. Probably not, though, because you guys, yeah, probably not. Later.
Available only.
Yeah, he's got 37,000 members. How many members do I got?
At Patreon. Link is in the pinned comment.
So as you can see with my technique, you are ready to go to the beach by the next day.
How are you feeling?
I feel amazing.
How's your booty feeling?
It's a little like firm right now because it's like all filled up, but I know it's gonna feel amazing in like 5 hours.
For the next segment, we're going to be doing a touch test. A blindfolded participant is going to be feeling a butt and trying to determine if
Shout out Tommy, keeping that marriage working. Keeping that marriage alive.
this a BBL butt or a natural butt. As much as I would love to participate, I love my wife's sweet cheeks. I'm going to let my camera guy,
I told you.
Miguel's going to be taking care of this one. Introducing Team BBL. Team Natural. All right, Miguel, are you ready?
Ready? Yeah, I have no idea. Okay, let's see.
What do you think, Miguel?
BBL. Natural.
Okay. Currently fighting every biological urge known to man. We have Miguel. I would just say, if I was Miguel, I'd be wearing a 4 pairs of underwear.
Okay.
And I'm Miguel.
All right. I'd say this is natural.
Okay. We got one question.
Yep.
How do you feel about your job?
I love it.
The next booty is about a foot in front of your face, and it's looking scrumptious.
I gotta do my. This feels natural too.
Alrighty.
I'd say this is BBL.
All right.
A light BBL.
Okay.
Light BBL.
One contestant away. How's it going so far?
Good. I think that was pretty accurate.
We have the final contestant of the afternoon. Final buttocks. In front of me.
That's an easy BBL. Yeah, that's BBL.
Sure.
I'm gonna get one more fill.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, what's weird to me is that how they're sisters and twins with the same type of butt, and he thought one of them was a BBL and the other one wasn't. So that's kind of weird.
Does it feel like stiffer?
Not stiffer, actually. They all felt the same. I'd say it was more like more inflated. It felt.
And honestly, like men do not know the difference. I think if we had a variety of women here, whether it's the injections, unless they're illegal, you would not be able to tell the difference.
4 out of 6. Ladies, what do you think about his accuracy?
Unless they're illegal injections, most men will not be able to tell.
Can we give a round of applause for Miguel?
Good job, Miguel.
Very professional. Thank you for scientific purposes for donating your booties.
I'm not gonna hold you. I've been trying to figure out what's going on with this chick in the white pants this whole time. What is that? It's like a jumpsuit, but like they cut it and like just let the little piece fall. I don't understand. Do you is that like a flap for over the belt? Like but she's not wearing a belt. So somebody in the comments let me know. Like I said, I need some women subscribers. Like I don't know what that is. Is that drip for women? Let me know if that's the drip. And I just don't know.
For their research. And that concludes the scene cut. How hard was it not to get a boner up there?
It wasn't, because I could tell you were right next to me. So that just like makes my shit not work, you know?
Congratulations, young soldier. Talking to one of the most highly rated surgeons in the area, Dr. Miami, who's at a reality TV show and seems to have a great time with booties and boobs. We're going to walk in his office with the murder twins and see what the whole operation is about. The elevator that Butts paid for. And tits. Maybe penises too, who knows?
Second floor.
It sounds like you guys are at a fork in the road. BBL, natural. How would you say which way you're leaning and how you're considering this decision right now?
Well, considering that we've figured out that you can get a BBL look through working out, natural might be a cool way to go. Considering health-wise, we'd still like to see more of the BBL side.
Oh, do you have that face app?
Yes.
Can you show us how that works?
I just took a couple. Yeah, this one's open. All right. So we're here.
Okay.
And if you do want to open your eyes more again, we can go back to sizes and big eyes, and we can open them up more. Like if you
That is so strange. Okay, what's something else wild you can do to my face right now?
Okay. Crazy. Make them smile.
What? What?
Yeah, so there's different smiles too.
Yo, what app is this?
So like you're already smiling, but they can make you smile more.
And most photos that you think we're looking at that's coming from the influencer model OnlyFans world are touched up to some extent.
Yes, almost. I've even
95%.
Yeah, like
Hey, Tommy. Hello. How you doing? We're playing around with face app right now. Oh, they open my eyes, give me better looking teeth, better looking butt.
Good.
So we're on to one today.
All right, excellent. Well, I basically do what the face app does, but you know, with a knife. Yeah.
It's inside the operating room like you've never seen before.
How nice is this booty look now?
Brought to you by the man known as Dr. Miami, plastic surgeon Dr. Michael Solzauer, taking viewers behind the scenes at surgeries, most so graphic we can't even show you.
Welcome back to the operating room for a wonderful Monday. We have a Brazilian butt lift. She is quite square. Beforehand, we are going to snatch her waist, give her a round booty.
Capturing the before, after, and everything in between.
Yeah, what all do?
Oh, wow. I do noses.
Okay.
That's the face part. A little lipo of the neck, jawline kind of stuff. Baby. And then I do a lot of boobs, butts, and tummies.
You found a dream job, huh?
It's pretty amazing. It's yeah, it beats coal mining.
Well, Dr. Miami, I brought 2 miles for you.
Hello. Hello, lady. How are you?
The murder twins, but I can assure you they're friendly. We want to see what a pre-op kind of looks like.
Okay. The day of surgery or like just consultation? Like you just come off the street and they're asking for butts.
They're considering getting booties and titties, right?
Yeah.
We'll cover both.
Okay.
Who's cool back?
Oh, it's mine.
That's sick.
Yeah, I did it.
Hey, Bella.
Hey, Bella. Tommy.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to hear.
Would you mind standing up for us for a second? A little bit of a model. She had a BBL turn. Yeah. Which is, we call it skinny BBL because she's skinny.
I am.
And put your jacket down for a second. Let's see the front.
Did you know too?
Yes. And also her waist. We also did what we call the Miami mini waist, which is basically reshaping the rib cage, make little cups in the ribs and push them closer together.
How does it impact your life now that you're walking, moving back to normal?
I mean, I'm happier than ever. I love it. Now I'm like pulling NFL players, so. So I told him that.
She's pulling NFL players. I just love that. That's very high praise as a plastic surgeon.
Thank you.
That's like, that's like winning the Nobel Prize in this industry.
What made you say, hey, I'm not going to hire a personal trainer, go 4 times a week, eat the zucchini, avocado?
Well, in my defense and in the defense of personal trainers, they can't really make the breast bigger.
Yeah. I mean, I was already doing that, but like I still had like a little fat here and like my love handles. It didn't matter how much like I worked out or like how healthy I ate. Like there was just stubborn fat.
And she was skinny.
Yeah.
She was obviously skinny to begin with. But there's certain areas that there's nothing you can do in the gym.
What do you have over here?
I have.
Is that true? They're saying there's certain areas that there's nothing you can do in the gym. I've never heard that phrase before. But maybe as men, we just are told, no, you ain't doing it hard enough. It's like, what I mean? We don't get that's just stuck there like that. Men don't talk like that. We're like, nah, we just got to hit that gym a little harder.
I have a collection of breast implants of various sizes and shapes.
So that's something like that is.
There's like a menu,
That's what's in your TV.
Yeah, that's what's in there. Yeah.
So if I were to squish it, it would feel exactly like this.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this is silicone?
Yes, it's silicone. This is like we call gummy bear silicone.
I mean, just close my eyes. This would make what I'm thinking. What kind?
Depends what you start. For you, this would be for you probably like in a small D cup.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you ever decide to go that way, let me know.
Yeah.
So first thing they do is they get into gowns.
So your job involves a lot of boobies and butts.
Yeah.
Is it hard to fight your own biology in the process?
You're asking a plastic surgeon if he gets an erection when he examines his patient. Is that what you're asking me?
Has it ever happened? I mean,
no, it's never happened.
Not even day one of the job.
Okay.
Think of my grandma. Think of something else. Think of World War II. Think of
Tommy G. The truth is that doctors, by the time you go through medical school, from day one, you're like dissecting bodies and stuff. So some switch happens in your brain. It's not to say that you couldn't get aroused with a patient. I'm sure it's happened. But like by the time you're through medical school, you're pretty immune to the sight of naked bodies.
I'm going to go ahead and say I agree with them because when I started doing this reaction channel, I was very unaware of like how the police actually or the people are committing crimes and how entitled people could be. And now I'm desensitized to it. I'm like, yo, you're just entitled.
Because you don't just see.
I just really compare medical school to a reaction channel. Let me know if I nailed it.
Gorgeous ones. You see, like, the first questions we ask are like, do you have any medical issues or anything you need to know about? Diabetes, high blood pressure, anemia, blood clots, thyroid issues, nothing.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing you want to check. Make sure that they don't have any medical problems that might make this not safe, right? You guys have any kids? Mm-hmm. Okay, so no kids. We always ask about that too. Have you ever had surgery before of any kind?
Wisdom teeth count, then yeah.
That counts, yeah. Any surgery? No?
Wisdom teeth.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. Face me if you don't mind. I think you're going to open up the gown. I'm going to do the breast first.
I'm backwards.
You're going backwards? Okay, that's good. You guys work very fast. All right. So what we do is first we measure it. No two breasts are exactly the same. They're like sisters that look alike, but not identical twins. 20, you measure the distance, and her measurements are actually near perfect. So,
and what made her titties say like those are just fine?
Okay, so what you want, like ideal breasts, they make what's called an equilateral triangle.
Really? I had no idea. Not even no sarcasm. I did not know that.
Remember trigonometry?
Yeah.
Right? So like an equal distance from the suprasternal notch to the nipples and then across. And for her height, she's like 20 and a half centimeters, equilateral triangle. Perfect. So that's pretty much the exam. It doesn't take much more than that. Sometimes I'll go for masses and things like that or under the armpit, but she's good. Before the surgery, she'd get a physical exam by her doctor, clearing her for surgery. So it's not like you can just come in and then do surgery the same day. Just making that clear to everybody. So again, wait, let me see your front first, because like the tummy. Because what the BBL involves is taking fat from this area, like the areas of the body where you have a little extra fat, turn around and putting it in the place that you do. And she has a beautiful butt actually already. The only thing I see, really gorgeous, the only thing I see we could do is maybe fill in these little dips that I was talking about. So like,
What are these dips all these women are mentioning?
so it's this right here. So when you, for example, you look at Bella, like Bella's now like post-op, right? So she had fat here, but this was flat, right? When you work out, you can get these muscles to come out more. Okay. And she's just naturally blessed like that. But then what you can't do is add fat to this, what we call hip dip, or this flat area, right? You can't do that. So you can't just eat and then have it go around it. Exactly. So what we do is we get rid of this over here. What you want in a curve is like a nice hourglass or Coke bottle shape.
What you want in a curve is more curve, pretty much. Okay.
Come in and then come out and be round like this. It should not go in and then out and then in again and then out again.
Is that actually attainable figure without this?
No.
No. They're young. They're 24.
Mhm.
Do you usually have people that young getting surgery?
Oh yeah, it's very common in Miami. Yeah.
Now, let's just say she gets her tits done. Does she have to come here every 10 years and get a retouch, or how does that work?
I would recommend that she at least follow up every 10 years, but not everybody has to have them retouched at 10 years. I've had patients have them in for 20 years. I've had patients where I didn't put them in, but they've had them in for 40 years. So, I mean, as long as the breasts look good and feel good, you can leave them in for the rest of your life. But I do recommend you come back.
There's a debate where it's like, look good, feel good. So you want people to feel good.
Yeah.
Would you ever feel like this industry is having women chase a beauty standard that's almost impossible to attain?
Well, there's a couple of ways to look at it. The first one that we just discussed, there are natural signs of attractiveness for men have for women and women have for men.
Mm.
And, you know, like if you look at the cover of a romance novel, it's always this guy that looks like He-Man, you know, like there are certain
Fabio.
signs of attractiveness that are exaggerated.
That dude from the, what was that, the Right Guard commercial on the horse? They're always making dudes look like that.
And those are like sort of ideals. That's not created by anybody individually. It's not even created by the romance novel industry or even, let's say, Disney princesses. You know, when the little girls are first exposed to and boys to characters, they're always these Disney princesses that have these tiny little ways, perfect form, perfect skin, perfect hair, perfect everything. We're just here to try to, let's say, make people feel better in their skin, you know, so that they, but the actual standards are not set by us. We're just here to, you know, so we're to facilitate. Same thing with noses and chins and hair, everything, just like hairdressers and everything else, you know.
Now, there are clinics out there where people will literally die.
I think I kind of concur with them. I didn't even see it from that angle. I was waiting for more of a cop-out answer, but that actually kind of was true. Like these industry standards or beautiful standards, whatever you want to call them, have been here way before surgeries even gotten to this level. So that is true.
And they'll keep operating. You'll read the reviews. Somehow they have like 150 reviews. Well, literally.
It's like hairdressers and everything else, you know.
Now, there are clinics out there where people will literally die.
Woman die. Oh, okay. I thought it said woman is unalived by Dr. Miami. They said a doctor in Miami. Okay.
And they'll keep operating. You'll read the reviews. Somehow they have like 150 reviews with 1 star, and people keep going there.
Yeah.
And
that's all. It's cheap. No matter how many laws we put in to
What Dr. Miami price hitting on? I just want to know.
protect patients are going to do what they want to do. And it's a free country. Like nobody stops people in Florida from riding a motorcycle without a helmet. You know, and even though I don't think you would or I would, but you take your risks and your benefits and you make your decision as an independent person. Those clinics that have issues, they're just cheaper. That's the only thing. So if you want to get it and this is the only thing that's in your budget, they'll do that, or you'll go to Mexico or the Dominican Republic or Turkey, and it can be hit or miss. You know, there are great surgeons in Turkey and great surgeons in Mexico, but if they're cheap, they're probably not the best.
Are you married?
Yeah, I'm married. I'm married 30 years.
Okay. Would you have your wife or daughters get a BBL and boob job?
100%. If they want to, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
What percentage of the clinics out there would you say are good, safe, or reputable?
I think 85% are probably good, safe.
Okay. This guy is so far, I don't know if he's lying or not, but it seems like he's standing on his product. To be honest with you, if you were Dr. Miami and you were above board and made millions from this, you stand by your product too.
Okay. You're a good guy, Doctor.
Thank you. Thank you. You're a good guy too.
Big pleasure. Thank you so
Buzzer's
much.
mine. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for sitting next to you again. All right.
Oh, the vibe is back. Hey.
We're here on Miami Beach. We're putting to the test. Can someone achieve a BBL booty without actually getting the BBL? And what are the ways to maintain your booty so it has maximum gluteus roundness?
Thick-toned, muscular.
Thick-toned, juicy, round, voluptuous.
Right. We're going to start with a simple body weight squat. So I just want you to start.
Amanda, booty expert. Okay. I guess I'll just have to take your word for it.
Start squatting normal, and I'm going to start making adjustments on your squat so you can feel more glutes. Yanni already knows the deal.
Is that like only one of the sisters came? The other sister was like, I ain't doing no work. I'm gonna stay right here, Dr. Miami.
She's the perfect squat model, so I'm not going to fix her for now.
If you want an excuse to feel my ass, just say it, all right?
Sorry, why? Professional purposes only.
Yes.
So what are you going to do? You're going to squat down and hold. Nice. No hands. Yeah. Now you're going to arch your butt more to the back. Already feeling it? Nice. Now you come up. And when you squat down, I want you to do that motion.
Oh, this is okay.
Push your knees out, almost like you're trying to push your knees to your pinky toes. Yeah. Now think about there's a little stool behind you and you're sitting behind it. You're not squatting forward, you're squatting back. Push your butt back. Spread those knees out. Come on, girls. Yes, more. Good. Keep going.
So they're saying they got the perfect routine, but they got the small butt. So I don't know if that's is it so she's supposed to have like the light BBL? I don't know.
So I think the real question is someone willing to put in the work to do it with the diet, in the kitchen, on the gym, on the sand, doing it the right way? Or do they want to go to a surgeon that's going to...
I mean, they both work, right? They both work. It's just what type of work are you willing to put? I know surgery is not easy to recovery. Nobody tells you that until you do it.
Also, the money. I feel like here in Miami, wherever they're getting their money, but surgery is very expensive if you want something like nice and quick. But also she's been doing this for over 20 years. And I thought I was going to get her body within 2 years that I've been training with her. And so far so good, but it's not what I'm looking for.
Very good.
So
how long are you willing to put the work for, and what type of work are you willing to put? And is that instant?
So she said she's been working for 20 years to get that type of butt and body, and she's been doing it for 2 years. And she says she's still not she said she still feels like she's lacking. So that means, I guess, people want to get the surgeries.
And results. Yeah, you get out of the office and you have that shape already. You have the volume. I'm going to go through a long recovery, but with clothes on.
What I've noticed about the BBL is sometimes a BBL looks better with pants on than pants off.
Oh, yeah.
Like pants on, you're like, oh my God.
I was just going to say that too, because I was like, yo, like when they take the pants off, or even like you still see their underwear, there's like hella scars, hella pockets from like the needle going in. That look crazy. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about that.
That is an ass. And then you see it and you're like, it looks kind of a little odd.
Well, for the most part, surgeries, like I told you yesterday, they're not perfect. So in clothes, they look fantastic. That's why I was trying to get you to see the scar on that other patient, because once they take their clothes off, their belly button.
Oh, that's the doctor from Bella Vita. Okay.
Buttons are up here.
I thought she said she got the BBL though.
There's like fibrosis. They're uneven. The butt looks like all lumpy and bumpy. But of course, closed compression garments make everything look nice and tight. Small waist, big ass. But it's kind of an illusion.
What would be your message to women out there that are considering? They're on the fork of the road. They want the perfect booty, man. They want what you got. And they're wondering, do I go natural or do I go surgery route? What would you tell them?
I tell them go natural any time of the day, because that will be the best decision you have in the long term. I'm 38 now, and my booty looks so much better today than when it did when I was 28. So much better.
When men are looking at...
Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I'll let you know at the end.
Instagram photos of models and people out there. What percent of them you think are altered in a way?
95%.
Yeah,
I would say.
When I
but-
first moved out to Miami, they told me that I had to basically make myself look prettier than I am in person on
Well,
Instagram.
not even
Like
that.
the first people that were trying to help like run my Instagram, they were like, yeah, you have to look prettier than you are in person. You got to use Photoshop. You got to use Face App.
Yeah.
And like, I was like, oh, okay. Like
You sit
that's
there
it.
and wonder, like, how are these girls so pretty? Like, and then like you can.
Nah, fam. Not that Instagram versus reality. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. It's spooky out here.
Like, oh, okay. Like
You sit
that's
there
it.
and wonder, like, how are these girls so pretty? Like, and then like you can.
It's like, yeah,
It would be like if men started just photoshopping six packs everywhere we go.
pretty much.
Right.
Right?
You know, you're from Brazil. You've been in America for a long time. You know the difference between the cultures. Like, do you think America has more of a superficial culture around body?
I don't think it's more superficial. I think it's just based in different things than Brazil is. In Brazil, we're very much so about conquering the body. It's like we're very like I love to look good. In Brazil, like women really like take good care of themselves. Most of the big cities, you'll never see a woman walking around in flip flops going to anywhere basically.
With how much garbage is in our food, do you think it's harder for people to look and feel good in America?
Much harder. Yeah, I think the food industry here is horrible, borderline criminal.
That's fair. That's definitely very true. The food here is crazy. You go to any other country and you'll find out that we have numerous amount of food products that are banned everywhere else, like Sprite, Mountain Dews, most cereals, like the stuff that we eat regular that we don't even notice. Facts.
It's really, really bad. It always makes us feeling like less, like we're not enough, like our butts are not big enough, my waist is not small enough, my boobs are not high enough. So I think the pressure comes from each individual woman, not even like collectively as an
That was the woman with the pants. Somebody gotta let me know about them pants.
just women shaming each other for like, oh, my boobs are bigger. Like women don't do that.
Is it hard to be comfortable in your own body?
Yes. Which is a question I make myself often. Like, why is it that we're so mean to each other? I'm sorry. We're so mean to ourselves all the time. Because if I see my friend or if I see any of those girls here, like I see beauty in them. But when I look at myself in the mirror, the first thing I see it's not the beauty, it's the flaws.
That is true. I don't know if that's just a human thing or yeah, I think that's a human thing because let me know in the comments though. But when I look in the mirror and I'm getting fresh for the day, the first thing I'm doing, I'm like, yo, my shirt's wrinkled or this ain't right. Or I don't look in the mirror and go, yo, I'm killing everything today. Maybe after, like I look at some pictures while I was outside and I'm like, oh yeah, I was whooping the outfit. But yeah, let me know in the comments though. When you look in the mirror, do you automatically give yourself a compliment like, yo, if you 5'2", like I'm gonna have a tall day today. Like if you really not the most attractive person, you're like, I'm Denzel Washington or Idris Elba. Like, you know what I mean? Like, do you lie to yourself or give yourself affirmations? Let me know.
I don't know where it comes from. It's not from social media, although I think social media really enhanced it. It's something way, way before that. But we are so prone to see first our flaws and focus on them, like obsess over them instead of looking at the good things that are going. And it's so hard to actually recognize, oh, but I'm working out and I'm losing weight and I'm good. We always have that mindset of like, I'm good, but not enough. I can still lose a pound. I can still grow an inch.
At the heart of the BBL phenomenon, it really comes down to the age-old human desire to be seen, admired, and to feel comfortable in our own skin. Because the reality is, we are imperfect beings with insecurities and things about ourselves that we wish we could change. But the truth is, that's also what makes us special and unique. And my fear is that as a society, we are trending towards a world that thirsts too much for instant gratification. We all know nothing great comes easy. An Olympian takes years to perfect their craft. A home-cooked meal will always beat microwave box food. And a butt shaped by years of dedication to a good diet and exercise routine, in my opinion, will always beat the enormous BBL butt that the skinny legs don't quite match. So I suppose I'm going to leave you with this. I encourage you to take the long...
That's for real. real though. Them skinny legs and the unmatching. That's crazy.
Out and enjoy the struggle that comes with it. Because after all, the magic of life is simply to enjoy the journey that we're on.
Bars. One thing I like about Tommy G is, like I said, he's very in-depth, introspective, and very conscientious. I like his documentary style, which is very inspiring for me as well. Every time I do a Tommy G reaction video, it always piques my interest, and I wanted to ask you guys, should I start doing interviews as well? There's a lot of human interest pieces out there that really are been pulling on my heartstrings. But if you made it this far, that means you putting some paint where it ain't. And for that, you need to be thanked. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share to be aware, put me in that algorithm because I need to be there, man. Because I know there's 10 other streamers out there doing it like me, but...
Fuck that little 10. I'm maxed out.